Welcome back to Asgard, and welcome to another episode of our Inventions modded Minecraft Let's Play series. If you recall, the last few episodes we've been working on our plot energistic system, getting it all squared up and everything. And I promised you last episode we were going to be working with drones. So I'm kind of excited about this. It's something we've kind of been putting off a little bit, getting other things set up. And you know, today we're going to start with the drones, and it's very, very unique setting them up. They're a lot of fun to set up, and they're fun to watch, honestly. There's nothing really like them. You know, the BC robots kind of come close, but the BC robots, in my personal experience anyway, tend to be kind of buggy, and if they hit each other, they mess up, and they don't have the intelligence, I don't feel like, that the Pneumatic robots have, at least yet. I know they're working on them and stuff and doing a bit of refinement, but so the first thing that we're going to want to get is, there we go, anytime you're going to be working with Pneumatic drones, you're going to want to make this programmer. So I've got most everything prepped here, the printed circuit boards, the turbine rotors. I've got the turbine blades. It's just one little step left to get them into the rotors, but I did forget to get some black plastic, so let's, whoops, wrong side there. Let's grab some of that, just one piece. Alright, and this way we can go ahead and have our system creating things like bread and stuff for them, for us. So the first thing that we're going to be making today is just going to be a wheat farm. So let's get our rotors. We're going to need 2 of those, just like that. And grab our programmer. And we're going to set this up just right here for now. So if you notice, you have like a little UI here and everything. Before we start messing with that, let's go ahead and make our drone. Pretty easy, just 4 of those rotors around a printed circuit board. So I didn't prep enough of these. Crap. Oh well, they're not too big of an issue to make. Let's grab some gold and redstone. Actually, we'll grab it with this one. Okay. And that. Oh wait, I grabbed enough for one piece, but not for all 3 of them. Wrong side of the base there. And we're just going to throw that in there. And let me change this back over. And we'll set it for okay, it's still crafting it there. Okay, we'll give it just 1 second. Wonder why it's not finishing all of it up. Well, oh, that's right. That's right. It's 2 redstone per. My bad. We'll go grab some redstone just really, really quick. And we'll actually just grab a stack of it. That's fine. Okay, because I noticed our system was almost out of it, so I always do that. Always the wrong side. So we should have 3. Okay, that should be good now. And we'll set this back to turbine. No. Okay. There's that. We'll wait for that last one to get done. Okay. So now we're good to go. we'll go ahead and get our last rotor. Put that around a printed circuit board, and ta-da, we got our drone. So let's go ahead and put him in the charging station so that he can start getting charged. Now, another thing that we're going to want to make before we really get started with it is let's go ahead and make one of these dispenser upgrades. So fairly easy. We're going to need 4 lapis, 4 nether quartz, and a dispenser. So let me see here. Wireless out of range. Okay. And some nether quartz. We're also going to need some cobblestone, some sticks, and some string. Okay. And that. That. And we'll go ahead and get this. So when you put a dispenser upgrade in a charging station, if you notice it puts this little thing on top, and in the case of drones, for example, these drones will be able to just come over here and land on this and get their air pressure charged up just from that. So it's really, really nice to have that set up. And so now that we've got that, let's go ahead and make ourselves a couple GPS. That's another thing that we're going to want before we start getting into our programs. So we're going to need a couple diamonds, a couple redstone torches, and a couple glass panes. So we should have some glass in here. Or are we? Okay, there it is. And some sticks. And then a couple diamonds. Do we not have any diamonds in here? No. Okay. Let me go grab a couple diamonds really quick. Thought I had all the, you know, more difficult things prepped, but these little odd and ends, I just assumed I had diamonds and stuff in the system. All right. Okay, so let's do our redstone torches, our glass panes, oops, and then we'll get our GPS tools, if I can find them. Okay. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and make 2 of them. It's just handier to have 2, honestly, or at least 2. Alright, so now that we've got that, we're going to go ahead and start building a program for our drones. So you're always going to start with the start command. So you're just going to pull it over here, and basically it tells it this is where it's going to begin the program at. And after that, let's go ahead. We're going to want a farming let me grab a couple pieces of cobble so that we can kind of plan out where we're going to be setting this up at. So that, and we're going to do just a standard like 9x9 build, I think, for this. And let's see, I may end up changing it, but for right now we're going to set it here. So we'll come out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right there. And let's see. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Right there will be our water block. Yeah. Okay. So that's the area that we're going to be in. So let's go ahead. And this first block here, we're going to click on, we're going to click on this with the first GPS. And if you notice that inside this block it turns yellow, we're going to come over here and click on this one. So we've got that and that for our GPS tools. And then if we go to our programmer, let's go ahead and we're going to tell this program to dig area. And then the next thing that we're going to want is we're going to want to set an area to it. And we're also going to want to set an item filter to it. And for the area, let's go ahead and just right click this. We're going to select the first GPS as this one and the second GPS as that one. So now if we click show area, we can see that it's covering all that area in there, which is the area that our farm is going to be in. So if we come back over here, let's go ahead and stop showing area. Our item filter, let's go ahead and we're going to search item and we're going to say seeds. Okay, so it's only going to break seeds, and we're going to use metadata and set it to 7, which if you know anything about metadata, basically it's only going to break seeds that are fully grown then. Because a seed, you know, it has different metadata based on the different stages of growth that it goes through between first being planted and being fully grown. 7 is the fully grown stage. So that's what we're going to use. So it's only going to break fully grown wheat in that area. And then we're going to, let's see, we're going to grab a pickup items block, and we are going to set, whoops, an area and an item filter again to this. So the area, we're going to say this and this. Once again, the same area it's going to be moving through. And our item filter, let's search items, and we're going to say you're going to pick up all the wheat that's on the ground. We're not going to use metadata or anything for that. Just pick up all the wheat. And then next, we are going to use an export to inventory. And we're going to set an area here. And now we don't have anywhere set up just yet for our drop-off to be. So let's go in here. Maybe I've got the stuff in here right now. Let's get a chest. Let's get we don't have any item conduits. Okay. Do I have any pulsating iron made? Yes, I do. Conduit binder? Yes, I do. Okay. And do I have any barrels? Oh, you know what? I bet I have the stuff in this bag here. No, don't have it. Okay, so let's, really quickly, let's craft ourselves a couple barrels. Let me go ahead and just grab the wood from here. So, let's see. We'll get ourselves a half stack. Actually, let's get another half stack. So we want 2 barrels. And we might as well just grab a bit of wood. Oh, I forget that doesn't work in here. Okay. Get that. Let's get a couple slabs. There. Alright. And we'll lay this out. I think we'll just put it right here. And then we'll put our barrels right here. For right now. Just temporary. Or actually, you know what I could do? Let's change our minds on that really quick. I apologize. Let's actually grab an ender chest. And eventually I'll probably move it, and we'll just have all of our farms linked up in this one area. That's what we're going to do. So, let's grab ourselves an ender chest. And our input is, okay, it is blue, blue, blue. I couldn't remember for sure. And let's grab lapis. There it is. Okay. then we'll set up an ender chest here instead. We don't even have to worry about pipes and all of that. And okay, there we go. We'll just throw all this stuff in there. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're going to use a GPS tool, and let's go ahead and we'll just click on this ender chest. And we're going to tell it that the area that it's going to drop off at... Wait, which one was it? Okay, it was this first one. Okay, we're going to tell it that the area that it's going to drop at is there and there. So it's basically use the same one, so it's going to drop in that chest. Because basically, if I use two different ones, it would find the first available inventory within those blocks. But if we just use one for both of them, it's going to be specifically that block. So now that we've got that, it's picking up all the wheat. Let's go ahead and grab another pickup items. Set an area. And an item filter. And actually, I'll tell you what, let's grab... Let me see. Let me grab a couple pieces of cobble. I don't have any in here, do I? No, but I have these. That's fine. Or actually, I'll just use that dirt. And let me just grab a piece of this wood. Okay, that'll work. Let's change this up just a little bit, because I just realized if we only set the pickup range just directly within the farm, if stuff falls out of there, you know, it's not going to pick that stuff up. So we'll set those two pieces of wood outside the farm for our GPSs right now. And we're going to tell it pick up item in this area to this area for this one. And then this one down here, do the same thing, this to this. And this time we're going to set the item filter up for seeds. No, we're not going to use metadata. So now it's picking up all the seeds that it finds on the ground. So at this point we're going to do something a little bit different. We're not going to have it dump directly in. We're going to, let's find it here. We're going to use a right-click block piece. And we're going to get an area and an item filter. And we're going to put the item filter on the left side. Now this is different. You can't just use whichever side you want to. So if I use this item filter here, it's going to say everything but this. So I'll show you an example in just a second. But let's change our GPSs over to these inner blocks. So we're covering the farm again. And I'll show you something else that you can do with this in just a second if you want. So we're going to say that the area that you're going to cover is here to here. So everywhere within that farm. And we're going to change the item filter here and say seeds. And we're not going to use metadata. So any seeds that are within that farm area, you're not even going to mess with. Okay? So basically this is blacklisting seeds. And we're going to set this to closest. So it's going to try to right click the closest blocks to its current position first. And we're going to set it to top. And, oh, you know what? I actually just missed something here. When we set up the area for this, we don't want to set it in the farm. My bad. My bad. Okay. So we're going to set it here to here. So it's going to click on the blocks, the dirt blocks down there. And let's set it the area to there, to there. And see, that should be good. Yeah. So it's going to click on the top of those. And at this point, see, it's going to have picked up seeds and still have them in its inventory. So it's going to be replanting those seeds. And then that should be good. And then the last thing that we're going to do after it finishes that, it's just going to go over and export to inventory, and we're going to use our ender chest. It was this first one, yes. We're going to set the area here and here. And it should be good. Now, one thing I am going to change is this. I'm going to set and limit it to 8 block interactions at a time. And down here, the right click, we're just going to set this to say 10 limitations. So that should be good. So give me just a second. I'm going to hoe all this ground and everything and get this laid out, and I'll be back in just a second. Okay, welcome back. I went ahead and I bone milled some of this. So we've got all this laid out and everything. Our program's in the table. So if we were to grab our drone now and put them in the program table, in order to export the program, you'll notice that we need 6 green programming puzzles, 1 brown, 4 gray, 2 pink, so on. So to get these, what we'll need to do, let me actually throw some of this stuff into here for right now. Don't need any of this. Okay. So let's go down here. We're going to need some plastics of the corresponding colors. So let's get that. And we're going to want 8 of them. Regardless of how many it said that the programming that we needed, we're going to want 8 of the plastics. So there's our green. We're also going to want brown. Pump some more of that into there. Okay. Let's actually get this running some more. And let's see. Can't remember. Okay, it's coal. Of course, out of range. I need to put some more range upgrades into this thing. Let's grab a bit of coal and get that LPG running some more. So we may need it. Alright, so we got our green and our brown. Let's get 8 gray. And then 8 pink. And then lime. Yellow. And then lastly, orange. And there we go. So we've got all of our plastics. Now let's head back up. Well, we'll do it right here. So to get these programming boards, we're going to need to just do that. So that's going to get us 4 greens. We're actually going to need to make more green, actually. Forgot we used 8 of those. Pink. Orange. Yellow. Lime. Gray. And brown. And depending on how big your system is, expansive programs can be kind of expensive, but what's nice about it is, let's say we used all of this and decided we didn't like the program anymore, we could get back all of our pieces. you know, no no loss or anything. So that aspect of it is really, really nice. So there we go. And I do believe that's everything. I don't believe there's any duplicate ones that we needed multiples of in there before. So if you notice, everything's green now, we're good to go, and it just pulls these from your inventory. So we'll go ahead and program that, and we now have our drone set up. So if we were to just drop him, say right here on the ground, you'll notice he takes off, he goes over there and he starts just busting the hell out of the wheat. Then he grabs all of the wheat blocks, comes over here, gives them to the chest, and goes back and he gets the seeds. Okay, so he is having issue with the way I had that set up. So let me go grab our pneumatic wrench, and I'll show you how we can change this out rather easily. So you'll want this pneumatic wrench. You don't want to just break him because that's just not a good idea. Just get this, and we'll go over here and just right click him, and it's just going to drop him right to the ground like that. And let's go ahead and replant what he missed. And we'll see if this works. I think it will. We'll put him in there. And by the way, let's say we had this and we cleared the program and everything, and we were doing something else, and we put him in here. We can import program right here. And there you go. But let's change this out just slightly so that he's going to check these blocks. I think this will work. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, so he is going to right click in this area. Maybe if we set this to bottom, perhaps. That's my thinking. Set it to bottom. And then we're going to program him. And if you notice, it doesn't say there's a cost in there. That's because we haven't changed any of these boards yet. So there's no change in cost at all. So now if we came over here and we threw him down, he's looking for something. One thing that we can do to change this out, I'll show you in just a second actually. But let's just see if that program is working like that. Okay, we're going to say we want some bone meal, so let's grab some of that. Bone meal some of these plants really quick. Okay, and now if we were to throw him back down, he's going to grab the wheat. And then he's going to go get the seeds. Okay. That actually doesn't work. So, what we're going to do here, give me just a second. I'm going to change up the program slightly, and then I'll go over what I've done once we get back. Welcome back. I think I've figured out how we're going to do it. Instead, what we're going to do is, let's remove this, set it down here, and this, set it down here. And these cobblestone, you can remove these, by the way. I was just using them to kind of set the placement and everything. So we're going to say that one. Oops. That. Okay. And let's see. Yeah, we'll leave it just like that. And we're going to make sure and select advanced here, and we are going to give it a, actually we don't need that one. We're going to give it a no, not a coordinate condition. We want a block condition. And let's get this and this. Now I will say this setup is not perfect. Farming's kind of tough on drones, but it'll do the job for what we want it to do. And basically with this condition block, the left side is false, the right side is true. So let's set a, no, not a label. I want a label. I want a text here and a text here. That's our true and false. And we're going to set text over here and here. And then we're going to use a label. And let's go ahead and right click. Let's rename this and we'll just call it false. And let's rename this to true. And set this one to true. And now if you notice, this links up. There's a line showing that those two connect. And we'll call this one false. So if it's false, it's going to go this way. If it's true, it's going to go this way. And we're going to say within this area that we've specified, so from here to here, yeah, that's above the dirt. See, is there seeds? And we're going to say, we're not going to use the metadata, any is fine. And we're going to right click this and say all blocks. So are all blocks seeds? If that's false, it's going to go through and right click with the seeds that it has, and yeah, and we're going to set an item filter here. No, that's right, because it's going to be facing the dirt. So it's going to go through and it's going to right click with the seeds that it has. And once it finishes that, it's going to export to the inventory any seeds that it's got. And then actually what we could do, because then if it's true, I want it to export. So what we'll do is we'll set the, can we do this? Let me see. Yeah, we'll set the true side over here, so it goes to export. At the bottom of the false, after the right click, let's see, can we have it jump? Yeah, we'll set up a jump there, and we'll do a text just to save us on pieces, and we're going to jump it to true. So now, if it's false, it's going to come through, it's going to try to replant all those seeds, and then it's going to jump back over to true and finish up. And then it'll basically just restart back from start. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to need a cyan, 5 light blue, and 3 white. So let's go grab that. So that way it's only going to try to plant if there's stuff that's missing. Seeds that are missing and stuff. So what do we need? Light blue. Let me double check, sorry. Okay. So we want 1 cyan, 2 light blue, and white. 1 cyan, 2 light blue, 1 white. Oops, wrong side. Cyan, white, light blue. Okay. So let's get 8 pieces of the cyan. 16 light blue. And then just 8 of the whites. And we're out of that. So I'll cut camera real quick. I'll be back in just a moment once I get this stuff made, because it's taking just a second. Okay, welcome back. I just finished making the puzzle pieces. So we'll go ahead, we'll encode this. And there we go. So now it's only going to do that if there's spaces that need planting. So it's going to go through, it's going to start breaking everything. And there honestly might be a way to refine it a little bit better, which I'm going to keep messing with it and see what I can find. Not a lot of people do tutorials on pneumatic crafts that I've seen anyway, so it's kind of hard to find a whole lot of information on it. Oh, you know what? There's one thing I want to change here. Let's go ahead, break that. And it's just a slight change. But we're going to change this over. There's not going to be a block limit. And we'll encode that. And let's go ahead and grab some bone meal. Let's throw some of this. Oh, I've got some bone meal on me. Whoops. Okay. But if you notice, like right now, there's nothing that it can harvest, so it's just going to sit there. Oh, no, it's not. What's it doing? Oh, I know what it's doing. See if we can change that. We're going to set this in here. And see here. Drone condition items. Let's grab that. And let's just move this just a little bit. We'll set a drone condition so that it's only going to do this if it fits in this condition. So then we'll really quickly, we'll just grab a text. And so if it's false, oops, okay, if it's false, it's going to come right over here. Oh, I forgot a couple more text values. Okay. So if it is let's see, how do I want to handle this? Yeah, we'll do that. So, or we'll do this. So if it is false, oh wait, wrong side. If it's false, I don't want it to go that way. Okay. This should be false, right? Yeah, false. Then the label. And then this, we're going to change it to, we're just going to say false, true. And we're going to call this one false, true. So if it's false that there are missing seeds, not every block is a seed, it's going to come over here and hook into this. And now if it's false, if it doesn't have seeds in the inventory, it's just going to go and just restart the cycle, is what it should do, but we'll see in just a second. So, drone condition, we'll want an item filter on that. And we're going to say that you need seeds. And if that's true, then you can go. So, greater than or equal to 1. So it's going to have at least 1 seed before it can do the operation. And now to actually get this, we're going to need 1 gray programming piece. So let's go grab that really quick. And I should have the plastic. Sorry this is taking a little bit. They're pretty in-depth to mess with, but I think they're a lot of fun. A little bit different than just like standard, you know, just setting up like a standard Ender IO farm or something like that. And I just like watching them run. Now I will say, like, tree farms and stuff are a little bit easier. We may set up a tree farm fairly soon, so go ahead and do that. Export the program, and then if we set him down here, you notice he's not doing anything right now because there is no seeds in his inventory, so he can't come over here and right click this stuff, and there's no grown wheat. But as soon as we grow like a few blocks of wheat here, he's went and he's picking them up now. He's gonna drop them in the chest, go back, pick up the seeds, and he's gonna just try and replant all of them. And there he goes. He found some spots for him. And there we go. Now, like I said, it's not the most ideal setup because, you know, he does use a little bit of air when he goes through and he checks all the stuff. But, like I said, I'll keep messing with it and try to perfect it a little bit more. I think there's more that could be done to it. But, I don't know. I've been playing with it all day and I'm trying to figure it out. But, you know, that's at least the basics of Pneumaticraft's drones and how to set those up and everything. And we've got a basic little wheat farm because really we're not worried about compressed air. You know, if he uses up a little bit more than he would, you know, a different way. I mean, we're creating the compressed air right now with lava, so I'm not too concerned about it as long as we're producing that wheat. So, but I will say there's other things that you can do with it, like quarrying is so much easier to set up than farming. So much easier, which is kind of strange. But so we might eventually set up a quarry with them. Also, tree farms are quite a bit easier, and sugarcane farms are really easy. Now, I did try to get it to just right-click the block like I would, because you can, you know, harvest the wheat without having to replant it. But when they right-click it, it doesn't seem to do it right. So I don't know. I may see if there's a fix for that, but yeah. So, but at least now we have just a basic wheat farm made, and just running off the lava and stuff. So, like I said, I mean, I could have done just a Ender IO farming station, and it would have been a whole lot easier. But I thought it'd be kind of fun to set up some Pneumaticraft robots, so or drones. But anyway, I think I'm going to end out the episode there. If you have any questions or anything, let me know. And if you do happen to know of a way to have him only place it on blocks that need it, feel free to let me know, because like I said, it's I don't exactly know of a way off the top of my head to do it, but because I can check for the seeds in the above the ground here, but then I mean he wants to replant them above the ground. He has to right click on the dirt, so it's doesn't work perfectly that way. So but yeah, if you have any suggestions on ways to make it even better, definitely let me know, and we'll cover them in a later episode and stuff. So I mean, like I said, I'm gonna keep messing with it and try to make it better. So but anyway, I think I'm gonna end the episode out there. If you enjoyed it, as always, please comment, like, subscribe, share. Very, very much appreciated. And next episode, let me know if there's a particular thing that you want to see. We might, if nobody suggests anything, we might set up, maybe play with annihilation planes for sugarcane farming, or pneumatic craft. I don't know. Probably annihilation planes. And we also might set up a really, really fun block from Pneumatic Craft that keeps our inventory stocked with whatever items we tell it to. Which is really, really nice, actually. To always have, say, a stack of bread. Always have a stack of torches. And if I use one, immediately get another one. So, that's pretty fun, honestly. But, anyway, until next episode, do take care, and I hope to see you then.